voiceover for this video. Welcome back to Fish Gum, the channel. I am Tony Fagioni, and we are going to see how color affects your pompano or surf fishing rig. We've got some yellow beads at the joints of this double drop rig, and we're using a sand flea fly made by Jim Turner on Facebook. You can find him also at Panhandle Surf Fishing, the group on Facebook. Panhandle Surf Fishing, the group on Facebook. Here's a hardtail school coming in. And there goes something in and out of the frame. Did you see that? What is that? Someone tell me what this is. It looks like some kind of shrimp that's green and pink. You see it? And it's coming out right here. If someone can tell me what that is, I'll give you a free pack of fish gum. Leave a comment below. Hardtails, this is actually bluefish, about 10 inches coming through the frame. They're really not interested in anything they see. There we go. The bait of the sand flea fly is actually fish gum. You can see how that fly goes on the bottom like a sand flea. Pretty interesting. That hardtail actually took a swipe and a bite at the actual bead twice. No bait on that bead, just the color yellow. That should tell you enough how fish are drawn to color. I know many people use rigs with just the hook. I get it. But what does it hurt? As you can see, there's fish actually eating a plastic bead with no bait on it. And they'll go down here in a second to the actual bait, and we'll hook up here in a second. But that one just inhaled it again. A yellow bead right there at the joint of the double drop rig. I'm using 17-pound tests on this rig. And there we go. Another bite, strike on the fish gum sand flea fly. He's hardtail. There he goes again, once again. So it's like the bead showed them where the bait was, and they find the bait and eat it. Here we go. These hardtails are still going like crazy, coming in. Another hit. They are schooling fish. Here comes a swarm. Again, they are going straight to that yellow bead and tasting it. I mean, there's one. There's a hookup. We've got one on the fish gum and the sand flea fly by Jim Turner. I believe he will actually come off, and he does right there. And they're still trying to get the remnants. Cast number 2. This is actually going to be ghost shrimp with the magic thread on the sand flea fly by Jim Turner. I also want to invite you right now to join, hit follow my Facebook page. We're about 7,000 followers. I need 10,000 to become monetized to help with the infrastructure at Fish Gum. I want the monies I make not only on YouTube, but also on Facebook to actually be what I use to invest in product and ingredients. So that is my investment stream. It's going to be Facebook and YouTube. Here we go with a crab. This is a call for anybody who's keeping their surf fishing rig out in the ocean on a flat day during the summer. Crab activity is extremely high during the summertime. And this one has trapped the sand flea fly and is devouring the ghost shrimp right now. And he'll hang around for a while and do this. There he is again. And this is a speckled crab, common in the Gulf Coast area. Just having his heyday, leaving this bait unable to be eaten by any quality fish. There he goes, even burying himself a little bit. And there's a pompano. Went after the bead. Did you see that? The pompano goes after the yellow bead first. That's the first thing that it sees. We're not using a float here. Had those baits been on a float, it probably would have gone for the float up in the higher water column. Pompano travel higher in the water column. They'll eat off the ground. Look at stupid crab. He's just absolutely rendering that bait useless. Picked it apart, devouring it, not leaving anything for a fish. They've actually got little hands for a mouth, which is pretty cool to see. Those hands bring the food to the mouth while he devours it. Now he's out of there. There's another pompano coming back once again. Very curious. This time looking at the bait. Coming back third time. And there's Mr. Crab. And there's the pompano coming back. Oh, 2 pompano coming back again. One went out of frame. One came back to frame. Again, they're seeing the yellow of the actual pompano rig. Or they're seeing the crab activity well. Very curious. There goes a ladyfish. Third cast. Again, this is another ghost shrimp I put on there. Because obviously the crab ate every single bit of what was left there before. Back on the bottom of the ocean. You can see the yellow, bright as day, lighten up the seashore. Another, what is that? That's a catfish. Oh, that catfish has been injured. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it got bit. It got chomped down. It looks like that's probably a some kind of mackerel that came up underneath it and bit it almost in two, but that thing's still alive. Won't live much longer looking like that. More ladyfish. As you can see, you need color added to your rigs. It does attract fish. I hope you join me next time right here as we go under the water and excite the strike. God bless.